What's up, guys? Me again. Yeah, another review, tabletop review, and first thoughts on the. This is the KaBar US Navy Mark I knife. This is actually a small KaBar. This is not the usual size KaBar. This is pretty small. I think it's 5.5. The blade is like 5.5 inches long. It has a craton handle. And the sheath is pretty cool. I like the sheath because it has a lot of retention points. It has one on top. It has one right here on the side. And it's reversible, so you can either strap it to the left side or to the right side. It don't really matter, you choose where. And also has this also is not Kydex. It's also like plastic polymer. It's already unstrapped, but as you can see, the knife will not come out. You have to do is press down on the hard plastic thing, and those tabs move, and it allows the knife to come out. So it's pretty secure inside this plastic sheath, polymer sheath. And when you put it in the sheath again, it snaps in again and again. You cannot remove it. You really have to yank it out to remove the blade. So that's an extra retention that I liked. As you can see, there's no side to it, so you can put on the sheath with the for left hand, right hand carry. So that's pretty cool too. So the sheath is actually a pretty cool sheath on this blade. The blade itself, very nice, and it also has pretty good stock up to this point right here. This is pretty thick stock, little spine on it, and then it starts getting narrow. So it is a combat knife, survival combat knife, so you want it to have the ability to penetrate pretty fast, but it still has a pretty good backbone on it, and it's a full tang. Well, it's a rat tail full tang. Sorry, it has a craton over mold, so it's pretty grippy. For me, for my hands, I have pretty large hands. I would like the handle to be a little bit longer, just maybe like an inch longer. But it still fits pretty good on the hand, and it feels very comfortable. And this is high carbon steel, so it will rust, but it has this black protection coating on it, so will last you longer. Just the actual edge will rust faster than the actual knife. So whenever you have to use it, clean it up and wipe some oil on it so you won't get any rust on it. Has pretty good pommel on it, and actually the actual angle of the blade is not I don't think it's a 40. I think it's more like a 50. It has a pretty thick edge. I mean, it's still sharp, still fairly sharp. It cuts the paper, fairly well. But it's a survival knife, so I wouldn't sharpen this knife at a 40 degree. I would choose to sharpen it at a 50 degree because I would like a heavier or more heavy duty edge on it than folding knives or any other type of smaller knife. For this kind of knife, I will put a 50 degree, 25 on each side as an edge. So this is the KaBar USN Mark I, and it's made here in the USA. So it's a USA made knife. It's actually my first fixed blade from KaBar, and I'm actually pretty impressed. I really like them. You know, it's not very light. It's heavy. It has a heavy handle. It's not balanced. Like most of the knives. It's the handle is pretty heavy. It's heavier than the blade, so you have a lot of the weight on the handle. I'm okay with that. It still feels good on the hand. And actually, this knife can be used for bushcraft. It's a little bit larger than a Mora, but I think it'll compete with the Moras pretty well in bushcraft due to the fact of the size of the blade and how comfortable it is to actually hold it and work with it. I think you won't get exhausted doing some work with this. Overall, pretty decent knife and pretty decent sheath. That's one of the things I liked a lot. I was very impressed with the sheath on this knife and the retention it has. I mean, you got that point of retention, and you got this strap, and then you have your top strap. I mean, if you're in the woods, you don't want to have it all strapped. I mean, this is good for transportation, but once you're in the woods, I mean, I wouldn't use the top strap with it. I would just, close it and just put it behind the actual blade. Just put it behind it, and I would just use this one. And but it's actually a pretty good functional sheath. And it has, the usual military retention holes, so you can strap it to a backpack or vest or whatever you need to strap it onto. It has belt loop and even a little buckle. So hope you enjoyed this review on this KaBar USN Mark I. And any questions, shoot me a post. And thanks for watching.